All right, rockers, what I got today is a unit that you guys seen several months ago back in April when I got them. I got these unrestored but in working order off of eBay. This is a Sylvania quadraphonic receiver, but I'm going to run it in 2-channel, obviously. 4-channel receiver model RQ-3748. Now down here I got its big brother, although the wattage output is the same despite having different value amp caps, according to my buddy Zach that restored it for me. This is the RQ-3748, and we'll get to that in a different video. First, we'll look at the back, and we're going to look under the hood on that one because I have to adjust a tuner on it. I figured out how to do it with this. It's very easy, and I'll show you that just in case somebody else has one. So it's pretty simple. You have 2 phono inputs in here. The selector between what one you want to use is on the back of it. I'm not too big of a vinyl guy, so I'm not really worried about it. And like I said, this is going to my stepdad, so I'm not sure if he's even going to hook a turntable up to it. He's a CD guy, so he's going to be using the auxiliary, which is where I'm going to play some CDs through on that. I have the antenna. I have the actual antenna hooked up. See, I run mine through the wall because I have a big ass Yagi on the roof. Because I live up in the middle of nowhere. I have one local station that plays good music, and that's 105.5 WMGH out of Tamaqua. But I try to get the Philly stations, which are easy to do with speaker wire, but I like to have as much gain as possible to get a clear signal. So we're going to start with the radio, turn the volume down. I'm going to run it through my JBL L100s. I have videos up, I think, or at least on Facebook I do, of this receiver working, but I had it running with a RTR Model 5s. Pretty decent speakers, honestly, for what they are, but the real test is going to be with the JBLs, which is easily the best $4 grand ever spent in my life. So I'm going to put these on a tripod now that I did a good look around. I probably have more faith in this table than I should. Now, this is restored by my buddy Zach. I'm not going to give any more information for privacy reasons, but his work is impeccable. I've already bought equipment off him. I've had him restore my equipment. In fact, he's restoring my Pioneer SX880 that I use in the garage right now as we speak. If you're wondering what I'm doing on the TV, I'm editing some of my air checks, because I am an air checker too. All right, so get this to show up pretty good in the video here, because there you go. I like you to be able to see the JBLs. Maybe I'll back it up a little bit so you can see them. Before I do it, I want this to be as quiet as possible. It's freaking hot as fuck in here right now, so I hate to kill this, but I want to get rid of as much freaking noise as possible. Even though it's really not that loud. But all right, we'll test the tuner out first. When I get the real jam in, I'll zoom out a little bit. So, you guys see it? Yeah, you can see it. Go over to FM. Sorry about that. My battery got below 20% on me, so I have the phone plugged in. So as you can see, it does light up. Tape monitor, they all work. You can put it on at the volume down, put it on phono works, auxiliary. I like green. Green's my favorite color, so I'm definitely gonna prefer this model just because of that. Oh, I do have a lot of faith in this table. All right, image orientation. That's a pretty cool feature. So that rotates, like this will be front, right, left, and then back to front again. So front's your correct image. Okay, FM mute on. Oh, front, there you go. It doesn't have balance, it has that. And we're flat right now. We have loud, there goes loudness. A little bit of royal blood. pretty good flat. My buddy over there is like, dude, not too loud, please. Freaking shut off on me again.
Haven is rockin' with Magic 105.5 WMGH.
Power 99.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Beautiful way to walk us through the place.
When things can get busy for small business, you just can't have mine.
The way things.
I mean, they're talking about it.
That's WMMR 93.3.
Estaba dedicado
What the fuck is this? You gotta be kidding me. Wow. That's like something that you play to torture prisoners. Wow.
There's two shifting lines.
You guys are the best. I listen to you guys at work all day long. I love listening to you guys in the car on the way home. I love you guys.
The 80s to now. Y102.
This is actually sounds like it's a better song than freaking that Billy Joel cover. It wasn't even the same lyrics. I guess I don't know. Wow. Okay, that just ruined my day. There we go. And I really don't use foul language that much anymore, but I think in this situation, I'm sure most of you will agree, that was well placed and well deserved and acceptable. Time to play some CDs. All right. So being that a lot of YouTube is pretty much a bunch of Nazis, especially when it comes to copyright and stuff like that, we're gonna use stuff that I know I can get away with. So we're gonna use one of my favorite Styx albums and probably my favorite, I don't know, Crisis with Crisis. One of my favorite Supertramp albums as well. We'll start with Fooling Yourself off of The Grand Illusion. Of course, the original pressing, not brickwalled, not remastered. Just they didn't fuck with the recording. They left it the way it was. And there's no reason to mess with it because it sounds good. This CD player can be a little bit finicky sometimes, so see if it reads right away. And it did. There we go. I like the introduction to this one a lot. Pause it. There's no background hiss. That's what you want. You don't want background hiss. So this is not a noisy receiver at all. Like I said, Zach does stand-up work. He wouldn't do anything for you that he wouldn't do for himself, and he treats your equipment like his own. that, well, for about 45 minutes with this album anyway. There's not a bad track on it. Same with this one. Ironically, we're going to do track 2 on this one as well, because of the introduction. Oh, it's going to make me do the hard reset. There we go.
Right, you're bloody well right. You know you got a right to say. You're bloody well right. You know you're right to say. Yeah, yeah, you're bloody well right. You know you're right to say. Me, I don't care anyway.
All right. Yeah, I apologize for that. My phone keeps clicking on. I think I need a new charger because it's usually, I notice it's when I go to move it or adjust it. So, yeah, I think that charger's finally dying on me. So we have a few parts that cut out during Bloody Well Right. You guys got the overall gist of how this guy sounds. I'm very pleased with it. And I have it running on regular 50 watts mode. I don't even have it bridged into 125, so it kicks. I'd say it's up there with my freaking Marantz. It definitely sounds better than my Sansui did with these. It's got some balls behind it. There ain't no doubt about that. It kicks ass. So I'm very pleased with it. Thanks again, Zach. Another stand-up job, in my opinion. I have nothing but good things to say about your work. So, like I said, the looks of it's growing. It kind of has like a basic look to it, but I do like the push buttons. I'm a sucker for push buttons, especially on my ACs. I like my AC units to have a lot of push buttons because I like the push buttons better. As all your speakers and everything, they're all flips. I think I pretty much went over all that with you. But yeah, bass and treble controls. Your balance is done. It doesn't have a balance slider, but each speaker has its own volume pot in addition to the main volume pot, which is a pretty cool feature to have, especially if you are running a quad setup. It's your tape monitor. That's pretty. Your SQ matrix, your SQ blend. That's to synthesize 4-channel out of a 2-channel source. And of course, the effectiveness of that depends on two things. One, the capabilities of a receiver, which a Sansui actually does a very good job at it. I might mess with that on these. I don't know. Like I said, none of the Marantz does a decent job at it too, but the Sansui definitely has the best synthesizer of any quad receiver I ever heard. Doesn't mean it sounds the best necessarily. It just means that as far as decoding 4-channel information, it seems to do the best job at it. I haven't really messed around with this one enough to know, but I'm sure it'll do an adequate job. 4-channel discrete or stereo, which will run in double stereo. I didn't hook 4 speakers up yet to see if it actually does double stereo or not, but I don't see why it wouldn't. And these are 4-ohm speakers, and it is handling the load no problem. So I'm not really worried about the capabilities, your dial light. The only thing I wish these lights would stay on when it's in regular mode. That sounds amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this right now, for now. I do appreciate you guys watching. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what you guys think about this. You comment on my music selection. I gotta find out who did that god-awful remake of We Didn't Start the Fire too. That, by God, that sucked. Yeah, that being said, I'll catch you guys in a little bit when I do the 4748. Peace out. Thank you very much for watching as usual. I always appreciate your support. And as usual, looking forward to the comments, questions, concerns, opinions, you know, whatever you guys may have or may not have to say about this. I definitely recommend it. These are sleepers in the community for sure, and they sell for significantly less than the Pioneer and Marantz and Sansui's in their same wattage class. Now, if you bridge that, that's 125 watts per channel. These sell between usually $300 and $400 on eBay. That is an absolute steal. That being said, catch you on the next one.